Frontline Updates, where we delve deep into military strategies and updates from conflict zones. Today, we're discussing the progress of the ongoing special military operation as of October 6, 2024. I'm your host, Shariafa Muhammad MGT.
I'm Colonel A.C. Oguntoye, an infantry officer. West Group of Forces, they improved their tactical positions and successfully repelled 3 Ukrainian counterattacks in the Kharkiv region and Donetsk People's Republic, leading to significant Ukrainian losses, including a tank, armored vehicles, and artillery units. Key electronic warfare and counter-battery radar stations were destroyed, weakening Ukrainian counteroffensive capabilities.
Welcome to Frontline Updates podcast, where we provide up-to-the-minute analysis of ongoing military operations. Today, we have Colonel A.C. Oguntoye with us once again to brief us on the progress of the special military operation as of October 6, 2024. Welcome back, Colonel.
Thank you. It's a privilege to share the latest on the operation.
Let's begin with an overview. What were the main developments in the special military operation over the past 24 hours?
In the past day, our forces have made significant progress across multiple fronts. We continue to advance, repel counterattacks, and inflict substantial losses on Ukrainian forces. Our key focus has been on disrupting their operational capabilities and securing critical positions in the north, west, south, center, east, and Dnieper directions. Overall, the Ukrainian armed forces have suffered heavy losses in personnel, equipment, and infrastructure.
Let's talk specifics. Starting with the North Group of Forces, what were the key actions and their outcomes?
The North Group of Forces focused on the Liptsov and Vovchansk directions in the Kharkiv region, where we targeted the 57th Motorized Infantry Brigade and the 13th National Guard Brigade of Ukraine. Our operations resulted in the loss of up to 50 Ukrainian servicemen, along with 2 122mm D-30 howitzers. This has weakened the enemy's artillery capabilities and disrupted their defensive operations in the region.
That's a solid gain. Now, the West Group of Forces has been active as well. What have they achieved?
The West Group took up more advantageous positions in the Kharkiv region and Donetsk People's Republic. We engaged multiple Ukrainian mechanized and tank brigades, repelling 3 counterattacks by the 28th and 116th Mechanized Brigades. The enemy suffered losses of around 400 servicemen, along with several armored vehicles, including a tank and self-propelled artillery. We also destroyed key assets like electronic warfare stations and counter-battery radar systems, which will limit their ability to coordinate artillery strikes.
Those are significant losses for the Ukrainian forces. What about the Southern Group of Forces? What progress has been made there?
The Southern Group of Forces made substantial gains in the Donetsk People's Republic, defeating several Ukrainian brigades, including the 23rd and 30th Mechanized Brigades and the 5th Assault Brigade. In total, we repelled 4 counterattacks and inflicted losses of up to 530 Ukrainian servicemen. Notably, we destroyed a range of Western-made artillery systems, including the Polish Krab self-propelled artillery unit, French Caesar howitzers, and British FH-70 howitzers. 4 ammunition depots were also destroyed, further reducing the enemy's ability to sustain operations in this area.
It sounds like the Southern Front saw heavy action. How about the Center Group of Forces?
Yes, the Center Group of Forces continued to push deep into Ukrainian defenses in the Donetsk People's Republic. We engaged several Ukrainian brigades, including the 24th and 150th Mechanized Brigades and the 95th Airborne Assault Brigade. In addition to defeating these formations, we repelled 9 counterattacks from Ukrainian assault groups. The enemy lost around 460 servicemen, along with several artillery pieces, including MSTB and D-30 howitzers.
That's quite a series of counterattacks to repel. Now, moving on to the East Group of Forces, how have they been performing?
The East Group of Forces has been solidifying its positions in the Donetsk People's Republic and the Zaporizhia region. They repelled 2 counterattacks and inflicted heavy losses on Ukrainian units, including the 72nd Mechanized Brigade and the 58th Motorized Infantry Brigade. The enemy lost over 120 servicemen and several vehicles, including advanced Western artillery systems. Our forces also managed to destroy a US-made M198 howitzer and a UK-made FH-70 howitzer, which were significant assets for the Ukrainian side.
It sounds like the operation is putting sustained pressure on Ukrainian forces. How about the DNEPR group of forces?
The Dnipro Group focused on operations in the Zaporizhia and Kherson regions, where we engaged Ukrainian formations, including the 65th Mechanized Brigade and the 128th Mountain Assault Brigade. The enemy lost up to 60 servicemen, and we neutralized several vehicles and artillery systems, including a 122mm Gvozdika self-propelled artillery unit. Additionally, we destroyed a counter-battery radar station, limiting the enemy's ability to conduct retaliatory strikes.
Air superiority is always a critical factor in these operations. How effective have air defense systems been over the past 24 hours?
Our air defense systems continue to play a crucial role in protecting our forces and infrastructure. Over the past 24 hours, we successfully shot down 3 US-made HIMARS rockets and 68 unmanned aerial vehicles. These interceptions are critical in maintaining the integrity of our positions and preventing Ukrainian strikes from causing significant damage.
What role did air defense play during these operations?
Our air defense systems have been highly effective in neutralizing aerial threats. Over the past 24 hours alone, we shot down 8 HIMARS rockets, 3 French-made hammered guided aerial bombs, and 55 unmanned aerial vehicles, UAVs. These interceptions prevent the Ukrainian forces from striking our critical positions and infrastructure.
That's impressive. Now, shifting to the Kursk region, I understand that Ukrainian forces have been attempting to breach Russian positions there. Can you provide an update on that?
Yes, Ukrainian forces have made multiple attempts to breach our positions in the Kursk region. However, our North group of forces successfully repelled 4 counterattacks in the area around Plakovo. Ukrainian losses were significant, with around 30 servicemen killed and wounded. Additionally, 2 attempts to break through the Russian border near Novi Put were thwarted. Ukrainian forces lost another 20 personnel in these engagements, further weakening their offensive capabilities in the region.
It seems like Ukrainian forces are struggling to maintain momentum. What about Russian aviation and artillery strikes? How have they contributed to the operation?
Our operational tactical aviation, missile forces, and artillery continue to be highly effective. Over the past 24 hours, we targeted enemy manpower and equipment concentrations across multiple regions, including Sumy and Odessa. We also damaged critical infrastructure, including a fuel base near Odessa and airfield infrastructure in Khmelnytsky, which are essential for the Ukrainian military's logistical operations. These strikes further degrade their ability to support their frontline troops.
Colonel, thank you for providing such a detailed briefing on the current military situation. Your insights are invaluable to our understanding of the conflict's dynamics. And thank you to our listeners for tuning in. Join us next time as we continue to provide up-to-date coverage on global military affairs. Stay with us for more updates and expert analyses on global defense and security issues. Stay informed, stay secure.
Thank you for having me. In the coming days, we will maintain our offensive momentum across all fronts. We expect further Ukrainian counterattacks, but our forces are well prepared to repel them and continue advancing. Our priority remains targeting Ukrainian supply lines, logistical hubs, and key military assets to limit their operational capabilities. You can expect more territorial gains and further weakening of Ukrainian defenses.